You weren't born poor, and that's the main thing. Because stories like this almost never begin with dirt, dust, and hunger. They begin where the family already has access to food, power, and the right people. You are born in Babylon, a city of gold, temples, and debt. Your father works at the royal granaries. Not a great nobleman, but a man with a seal and connections. Your mother comes from a family of temple accountants. She understands numbers, which means she understands the world. From childhood, you are not at the bottom. You are already one step above most people. You have a good house, a full table, and servants. While half of Babylon counts handfuls of grain, you grow up in abundance. And yes, you've been fat since childhood. They show love to you through food. If your father is the right kind of man, you get forgiven more than others. You're not the smartest, but you quickly understand who really makes the decisions. Very early, you stop believing that honesty is a way up. By the age of 12, you've already started trading small things. Your father finds out but doesn't punish you. He says, don't be greedy with those who are stronger than you. Don't be honest. Just know who you can rob and who you can't. They place you in this grain yard as a system apprentice, and there you see real wealth for the first time. Not gold, flows. You realize huge money is born where someone controls the accounting. You grow older, fatter, and build connections. By 25, you already have your own trading house. On the sign, grain, wool supplies. In reality, your main product is other people's need. You start lending money. You're not helping. You buy the right to come back later and take more. Bad harvest years become a celebration for you. And then you come and take the field, the orchard, the house, the workshop, and the boat. You buy up other people's weakness and call it business. By 30, you own so much property that you need separate people just to count it. But money attracts those who want to share. You get the hint quickly and start buying protection. Now you're not just rich, now you're protected. And then a chance comes that makes you truly massive. The king builds a lot, for show, and insanely expensive, and you get into government contracts. On every project, you do the same thing. Luxury outside, savings inside. Slightly worse materials, slightly higher prices on paper, slightly more difference in your pocket. You no longer get rich over years, but in leaps. By 40, you already have everything. Houses, gardens, boats, caravans, servants, guards, women, and your own people in the courts, the temples, and at the gates. You are no longer a merchant, you are a system within a system. You change wives because you can. You have children, but you rarely see them. You eat as if you decided to consume the whole world. Your body starts breaking down earlier than you're ready to admit. Doctors warn you, but you keep living as if your heart is obligated to serve you. By 50, you are the richest man in Babylon. You have beaten the poor, the weak, and the honest. And for the first time in your life, what scares you isn't losing money, but time. After death, all of this will remain here. And then you decide to do what a man does when he has completely confused wealth with greatness. You order a monument for yourself while still alive, a huge bronze statue of yourself. Young, lean, powerful, the way you want to be remembered. Not the way you truly are. 1.5 tons of bronze, 1.5 tons of your ego. For this statue, you build a new palace. The contractors steal, a little on the stone, a little on the bitumen, a little on the ceilings. But no one tells you the truth because you are too powerful to be challenged. And then the evening of your triumph arrives. And in the center of the hall, you. More precisely, 2 versions of you, one bronze, young and eternal. And the second one real, heavy, tired, with a cane and a sick heart. You raise your cup and say, a toast to success, strength, and the empire I built. And at that moment, a crack is heard. You hear it first. A crack crawls along the beam, dust falls from the ceiling, and then the floor begins to sink. The guests run, the guards rush to you, but you can no longer move quickly. You are too heavy, too slow, too sick. You can't escape your own ego in time. The statue sways and falls right on you. Not an enemy, not an assassin, not the revenge of the gods. Your own monument, you die on the spot. The richest man in Babylon, crushed by a statue of himself. The funeral, of course, is luxurious. The priests say you were a great man. The right people call you a pillar of the city. No one tells the truth. Your wife divides the inheritance. The children split the shares. The managers steal what's left. The contractor becomes the scapegoat. The statue is melted down. In the end, your immortality becomes something more useful than you ever were. You lived a life of luxury and became the richest man in Babylon. But in the end, it wasn't wealth that killed you, but the habit of living as if appearances were all that mattered. You took from everyone, from the poor, their last, from the weak, their chance, from debtors, their future. And then you decided you deserved a monument while still alive. But monuments are built for those who will be remembered with gratitude, not for those who simply accumulated the most. Even the richest man in Babylon can't buy himself a solid foundation if he spent his whole life saving on conscience. But the most interesting part of this story isn't only the ending. Babylon left behind not only gold, palaces, and dust, it left behind ideas about money that survived centuries. There is a book known by millions, The Richest Man in Babylon. Not about luxury, not about flashy wealth, but about simple rules that make a person financially stronger. Its main idea is very simple. Wealth doesn't start with luck, it starts with habits. First, pay yourself. Save part of what you earn. Not everything that comes into your hands should immediately leave them. Then learn to control your spending because not every desire deserves your money. Next, make your money work for you. Don't just save. Invest wisely so coins bring more coins. Another important lesson from the book, avoid foolish investments. Money loves caution and hates greedy fantasies. And wealth also favors those who learn, who ask advice from more experienced people who don't think they are the smartest in the room. That's the difference. One man in Babylon builds a monument to his ego, while another builds a system that makes him stronger every year. The book The Richest Man in Babylon has survived for decades precisely because it speaks about eternal truths. Money comes and goes, but principles always work. It doesn't matter whether you live in ancient Babylon, in a big city today, or you're just trying to get your finances in order, the rules are the same. Save part of your income, control your expenses, grow your capital, learn from smart people, and don't confuse wealth with showing off. Because the true richest man in Babylon is not the one who shows off his wealth the loudest, but the one who knows how to manage it. If you want more stories like this, subscribe. And in the comments, write whose life we should break down next.